Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Meat Puppet. Today we're going to talk about defund the police and we're going to find out why I think it's so unfair, so damaging, and for some people, it's just a job that brings them money. Do I think defund the police should exist? Not really. I prefer if you call it reform the police. Because I know there are special police out there, a bunch of people calling. I see a black man, they're afraid of everything, and the police goes there for questioning, and we need to detain you, but what is my crime? They cannot say it, and then they try to fish out in a way, they try to irritate you, they ask you 10,000 questions. If you just sweat because the sun is shining, why are you nervous? It's kind of weird. They're fishing for a reason to arrest you. And these days, a lot of black families win the lawsuit, so hey man, it's kind of gooch, right? But here's the problem, the big problem. I don't think a lot of people that removes the money from the police believing that is gonna stop, it's gonna solve all the problems. No, it's actually gonna create more problems to justify the people that want to defund the police. Let me explain myself, okay? So, if you remove the money and the police that do this stupid stuff and they don't arrest these black people because they don't have enough money to help everybody, you're forgetting it's the same police station that's going to have to help those people in those pure communities that right now are getting ravaged, like Chicago and those places. Do I think that is fair?
Hey man, whoop! You trying to get home? Are you trying to get home?
From you like, yeah, but that's a good chill guy. Yes, can be possible, but I prefer a good chill guys get harassed, get a little traumatized, than a dead kid in a specific neighborhood. People are kind of forgetting that you have to like kind of defund the police in specific places where the crime is kind of gangster. Do you understand my point? And that's what I find weird, and nobody wants to talk about it. Because look at this video. You got this Navy SEALs explaining himself that he actually wanted to train the police so they can handle situation better, people with mental health, maybe how to de-escalate and everything. But the police station is more focused in buying stuff that seems to be unnecessary.
Yeah, they're undertrained. Police are absolutely undertrained. There's too much fucking concentration on the fucking equipment that they have and not enough on the training. Like I just said, they want to spend fucking $10,000 per head to get the fucking guys night vision. I don't think they need them. Who gives a shit what I think? But you can't fucking buy $10,000 pieces of night vision and then not fucking pay somebody to fucking train them how to use it. Like I said, my price was $350 to train them per head how to use their night vision, how to do room clearance, how to make entries, how to breach doors, whatever you want to, how to operate under night vision. And they didn't hire me. It was too much. But they can afford $10,000 a fucking head for night vision. Shit, it takes 3 years worth of training just to get out the fucking door and be able to even go to war and serve your country, serving in a unit like I served in. I don't think that we can spend, $5 million training every street cop out there. We can't even get these guys ammo to fucking train with, to get proficient with their guns. A lot of these guys that they're paying for their own training out of their pocket. A really good cop is paying for his own fucking training out of his pocket, and we all know cops get paid shit.
I think that the police budgets they've actually continued to grow, especially here in Tennessee, and they do spend it on things like Nashville. I remember 2 years ago bought a mine-resistant vehicle in the news report. A mine-resistant vehicle needed in downtown fucking Nashville.
There's a lot of mines there. I'm just kidding.
Why do you need the anti-tank car or something like that? You think like people are gonna, yo, gangster, put the mine, boom. No, nobody thinks like that. I mean, look at how badly trained this police is. The dog is biting her arm. The police is pulling her on the other side. And he doesn't know how to remove the dog from the woman. I'm like, dude.
Good evening to you. An innocent woman just taking out the trash wound up in the jaws of a police canine that refused to let go.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. A St. Paul police dog clamped down on 52-year-old Desiree Collins' arm in September. Officers have been trying to catch two burglars in a nearby break-in. Collins suffered bites to her arm and her leg.
So the fact that you're trying to defund the police in such a unique way because you think you're helping, you're creating more problem in other neighborhood where people are going to commit more crime. And when the police try to do something about it, it's all about Black Lives Matter. So if you shoot the person or you want to defend yourself, that's also wrong. So it's a cycle of doom. I explained that. It's like you're asking me to do something that I know is going to return to the same point, and it's going to keep spinning. And at the same time, you are so strong about your point that nobody can defend themselves. So now the cops are just going to be like, I'm not going to do anything. I showed you the previous video where a cop just walked away and he was like, I'm not going to do anything about it. We need to handle this with expert. But I'm not going to put my life into jeopardy. I don't want that situation. But now, here's the point that I want to talk about. Look at this. A bunch of cops with a black community getting together singing Kumbaya, my lord. But guess what? You got a bunch of, I don't know, seems like white people from university because they've been taught that stupid crap in their head. And they're like, yo, yeah, we need to protest. I'm like, dude.
The media. I am a representative of the media, so I know what I'm talking about. We don't hesitate to write the headlines of a burglary or a shooting.
You don't have a right to be here!
Now when black children are dying in the street every day.
Yeah, at the hands of the police.
That's a lie. That's a lie. There are not hundreds of people dead at the hands of police this year. There are in this country. What do you have against safety in Oakland? What do you have against stopping the violence? Why are you trying to disrupt something that's trying to be positive? You are not our people. Get the fuck out.
If a marriage isn't working, right? I don't want at the counseling when finally we get together, we talk, we're going to solve, I forgive you for cheating on me with men and women and everything. They're going together. Yeah, our marriage is strong, happy, yeah. And we got feminists here and MAGTOW out people here. Blah, 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 blah. What's the point? The fact they can come to an agreement just because you can, why the heck are you even there? You have no idea. You come from a chill community. You come to mine, scream when we finally get together. What's the point? Why is the world coming to such a situation? Surprisingly, you got these special people that are screaming defund the police. They are the most biggest hypocrite in the world. Let me show you. Cori Bush says St. Louis Metro Police Department has a $208 million budget and is now taking bids for civil disobedient buses to crack down on protests. Defund the police. We need to defund the police and make sure that money goes back into the communities that need it. Okay, said Cori Bush, a progressive candidate running for Missouri 1st District seat, in a statement. We're going to defund the police and refund our social services. Don't like the idea? Well, we don't like the dead black and brown bodies and broken families at the hands of those sworn to protect us. The police have failed at fixing themselves, so we're going to do it. But do we need to defund the police or do we need to reform the police? Because it's quite clear removing the money to train the police when they're acting wrong, I think that's counterproductive. Cori Bush praises BLM activists who prayed for the death of police officers in a speech comparing black Americans to Palestinians. So all the police are Jews? Really? Really? You don't know that black Americans like pork, right? Oh my God. Okay, I'll tell you. I had to say it. Then I put it on a plate with pork. Okay, let's get serious. It's not a laughing matter because people pass away. People have passed away for stupid reason. But I don't like it when criminals feel comfortable in places that they know the police would not dare to do something about it, and they accidentally start shooting kids. And I'm like, dude.
And breaking tonight, a toddler is shot and critically injured in West Humboldt Park.
The 2-year-old and his 32-year-old dad were in front of a home when someone in a dark-colored vehicle pulled up, got out, and started firing. The boy was shot in the left leg, the man in the face.
You seen the little 2-year-old over there. There's no way you didn't see the child. You all just didn't give a damn. Y'all discharged that weapon, and you're constantly hitting these babies.
And they're like, you clearly can see the baby is there in his hand. They're like, blam, 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 blam. And they both went to the hospital. Investing more money in policing is always bad? Really? Are you sure? I think the management of the money is bad. But then it's revealed. Defund the Police rep Cori Bush spent almost $70,000 on private security. Why didn't you send the money to the community? Why would you defund the police so you can live comfortable with your private security? That's what I hate. That means you are telling people that we need to defund the police because it's dangerous for them, but at the same time they support you with their money so you can be safer in your own community. But then you keep telling him you are being treated unfairly. How is that possible? How can it be so counterproductive? That doesn't make any sense. And that actually pisses me off a lot. You have no idea. Because I don't like the idea that people don't want the police in the neighborhood when you don't ask the people in the neighborhood if you want the police or not. Why would you let somebody that passed away in a very negative way, which I do understand George Floyd, I wish it never happened, but then you want to apply one rule to the whole freaking community, especially for those not even having a closer look at the damage it's going to do at those places. Help me make sense. I think for me, defund the police should be reform the police. Because if you don't want to teach them correctly and just remove the money, that's like telling a kid, you know what, I'm not going to pay anymore for your college and hope for the best. That's stupid. You need to push him a little, guide him, see if he's dyslexic, and hey man, let's teach it in a different way. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Like, share, and let me know what's up. And hey, see you guys next time. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, ako sa kita bong. Buta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, turlo, queta, verdeta, welcome.